in high definition. This is 41 NBC News at 11.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for 41 NBC News at 11. I'm Ariel Schiller. Tucker Sargent has the night off. Our top story tonight at 11, Milledgeville police have identified 2 suspects in connection to a bar shooting that injured 4 people. The shooting happened just before 2 Saturday morning at the Columbia Pub and Billiards on North Columbia Street. Investigators have warrants for 29-year-old Marquise Whipple and 34-year-old George Washington. They're wanted on several charges, including aggravated assault. Officers believe the 2 men got into a fight and shot at each other. Both were injured, as well as 2 bystanders called Milledgeville police with any tips. In Macon, a truck hit and killed a pedestrian along Spring Street at around 5:30 this morning. The Bibb County Sheriff's Office says a Chevy truck heading south hit 31-year-old Matthew Haggerty, who was in the road. He died at the scene. Bibb County Coroner Leon Jones says Haggerty stayed in a nearby homeless camp. New tonight at 11, we're learning more about Dr. Dan Sims, who the Bibb County School Board named as their sole finalist for the superintendent opening. I took a look at his job application to see what his qualifications are. Dr. Dan Sims will potentially be named the next superintendent for the Bibb County School District. Dr. Sims is a Georgia native, and according to his cover letter, he chose to stay in Georgia for his 27-year career. Also, he's a 3-time University of Georgia graduate. He received a bachelor's in mathematics and a master's and doctorate in educational leadership from the university. He's held 2 different associate superintendent roles with the Atlanta public school system over a 6-year period, where he says he's supervised 30 schools and programs. Before that, he held multiple roles in the Fulton County school system. He served as a math teacher and dean of students for 7 years at Tri-Cities High School. He was then promoted to assistant principal at Paul West Middle School for a little over a year before getting another promotion to principal of that school. He stayed in that role for 7 years before becoming the principal for 6 years at Tri-Cities High School. Dr. Sims states in his application he wants to move the Bibb County School District from VIP, or Victory in Progress, to MVP, more victory planned. He says he's prepared to bring strong instructional, moral, and organizational leadership to the district to help bring normalcy back to the student experience post-COVID. If the board votes to officially name him superintendent in 2 weeks, he will replace current superintendent Dr. Curtis Jones, who retires in June. We reached out to school board president Dr. Thelma Dillard for an interview about Dr. Sims's application. We have not heard back. If you would like to look at Dr. Sims's application, you can follow the link in this story on 41NBC.com. In other school news tonight, the Houston County School District is looking to hire bus drivers. It's hosting a bus driver job fair on Saturday at David Perdue Primary School. The job fair starts at 9. You should apply online before the event and bring your driver's license. Interviews will be given on the spot. And Twiggs County Public Schools is hosting a networking career recruitment fair on Saturday. That's happening from 10 o'clock a.m. to noon at the Hilton Garden Inn Mercer campus in Macon. Those who apply online will have no-wait interview priority. Positions include a school principal, a human resources director, several teachers, paraprofessionals, ALS, bus drivers, and more. Those who attend can receive a free headshot and resume review. In more local news, the Youth Center of Excellence in Fort Valley is opening its doors after being closed for 2 years. This time around, the center says it wants to provide more than just an after-school program. They want to offer STEM courses, life skill classes, and mentoring. But before the center can reopen, it needs some repair. Dr. Michael Edwards, a native to Fort Valley, says he wants to give back.
We bought a lot of things down in terms of STEM apparatus, laboratory equipment, office desk, classroom desk, a lot of supplies and materials for kids that we think would be useful to the center.
The center plans to open this summer. If you would like to volunteer, you can visit the center. It's located at 500 Riley Avenue in Fort Valley. In Jones County, last night the Sheriff's Office came together to honor those who have died. The Sheriff's Office posted these photos to Facebook saying they have lost several people to cancer and wanted to find a way to honor them. There is now a memorial wall to honor both those in the department and in the community. The department also dedicated the newly renovated 911 center in honor of late Chief Deputy Barbara Burnett, who began her career with the department in dispatch many years ago. A Macon yoga studio is combining their workout with helping a local charity. April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, so Homegrown Yoga partnered with the Crisis Line and Safe House of Central Georgia to do a donation-based yoga class and silent auction. Around 30 people attended the yoga class, which was held in their outside studio. The owner of Homegrown Yoga says many people were excited to help the cause.
On the downside, it might show how close to home this hits for some people, but on the upside, it shows that you ask for help and people are coming out and wanting to do a part of it.
There's still time to donate to the cause. Homegrown Yoga will keep the donation link up all weekend. You can find it on their Facebook page. That's also where they'll post how much money they raised. And Visit Macon is celebrating the release of country music artist Jason Aldean's latest album. They're titled Macon and Georgia. Both albums speak to Aldean's years growing up in Macon. Today, Visit Macon celebrated the release with Jason Aldean merchandise. The Vice President of Development says the albums continue the legacy of Macon's music history.
Macon's music history is absolutely fantastic. And so recognizing, every time he releases a new album, it continues that story that we have of terrific music coming from fantastic musicians.
The sister albums are both 15 songs long, and they can be found on all streaming services. A group of Macon seniors received a day of pampering today, thanks to a local leader. Macon Bibb District 9 Commissioner Al Tillman treated seniors, or as he called them, queenagers, to pedicures at Central Georgia Technical College. Later, they enjoyed lunch at Mother's Barbecue and breakfast. Commissioner Tillman says seeing their gratitude today made everything worth it.
And just to smile on those ladies' faces and that they're so appreciative, because a lot of times we overlook our seniors. Family don't visit them as much, and they don't get a chance to do this. And so if you're at home, if you're a senior and you want to be a part of this, give us a call.
If you or someone you know would like to be a part of the next Queenagers Day, you can call Unity in the Community. That number is 478-345-0744. Still ahead on 41 NBC News at 11, elementary students use their recess time today to help clean up their community in celebration of Earth Day. Plus, we'll have a list of other events where you can help make a difference. And the Mercer baseball team hosted Wofford today, beginning a crucial 3-game conference series. Our Sauce Pirani will have highlights from tonight's game later in sports.
In high definition, this is 41 NBC News at 11.
Welcome back. Today is Earth Day, and all ages got out in the cleaning and trash pickup spirit. Keep Macon Bibb Beautiful and Springdale Elementary students use their recess time today to help clean up their community. Students visited the Northside Swim Club to pick up trash. PE teacher Jacob Haygood says teaching students to clean up trash keeps the community clean for the future.
You can teach them young. They can continue that throughout their whole lifetime. Nobody likes living in a trashy area. Nobody likes having trash on the ground around them. So if I do my part and pick up a little bit and you do your part picking up a little bit, we wouldn't have any trash in the community.
Haygood says in one bag alone, students were able to pick up around 15 pounds of trash. And several communities are using this weekend to clean up and make a difference. Tomorrow, Sequel and Mercer University are partnering to clean up Napier Heights starting at 9 a.m. at Montpelier and Duncan Avenues. Mount Vernon Baptist Church on Pansy Avenue will hold a cleanup Saturday at noon, and the Jones County Community Pride cleanup is Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. And Cochrane is having a cleanup as well. That starts on Saturday at 9 a.m. and it's at the Chamber of Commerce building is where you meet. Also happening this weekend, the Tubman Museum in Macon will hold its 26th annual Pan-African Festival. This year's theme is We Are One. The family-friendly event includes cultural dance, food from around the world, and live music, including performances from Grammy winner Karen Clark Sheard and Byron Cage. The festival is Saturday and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. in the Macon Coliseum parking lot. Daily admission is $10. The History of Pleasant Hill neighborhood in Macon is coming to the Grand Opera House stage tomorrow. Healing a Haunted House is an interactive play that takes audience members from the past to the present and also makes them think about the future of Pleasant Hill. It premieres Saturday at 2:30 and 7:30 p.m. and you can buy tickets through the Grand Opera House box office. And it's time for the 24th annual Georgia Strawberry Festival in Reynolds, the sweetest spot in Georgia. There are events happening all day tomorrow, starting with the 5K Run for Literacy. Then they'll have the Berry Sweet Parade. Other activities include a vintage tractor show, a strawberry pie eating contest, and more. Now it's time to get a look at our weather. Here's 41 NBC AccuWeather Chief Meteorologist Cecilia Reeves. Cecilia, it sounds like it's going to be a perfect weekend to do some of those activities that were mentioned.
Yeah, it'll be a great weekend to get outside. This is looking at right now in our 41 sky view from Volume Chevrolet in Forsyth, where we're continuing to keep those clear skies across the area, but we are looking at a chance for rain by next week. Get a look at that forecast coming up next.